Hi friends, I'm Shauna. Welcome to the channel and welcome to another empties video. You know, we're halfway through the year and I think it's just time for a second empties to talk about all the products I finished over the last 3-ish months. I posted 3 months ago, like almost to the day, like pretty close. I have 19 products to talk about today, so we have a really good handful. And before we get into it, I do want to thank today's sponsor, which is Ana Luisa. We love Ana Luisa around here, and today I'm partnering up with them to talk about their summer sale. It's going on right now up until the 27th, so basically to the end of the month. This is a really fabulous time to grab a gift for any of your summer babies out there. I mean, Cancers, holla at me, or to get a gift for yourself for your birthday. When it comes to summer dressing, I just put out a capsule wardrobe video, and for the summertime, my wardrobe has a greater variation than it does during the regular year because we have a wide fluctuation of temperatures, and I think in the summertime I have more statement and fun pieces than I normally would throughout the year, and I want my jewelry to be able to match kind of every kind of scenario. Also, when I'm wearing the statement pieces, I want my jewelry to like look good with my outfit, but also like not overshadow things. I want it to be a cohesive unit. One of the pieces I love most for this is this particular necklace here. This is the Ana necklace. And this is a shorter chain, so this is unique to me in a good way. I think it layers really well, so it's a very versatile piece. And I often have been layering it with the willow necklace, which I have worn in a couple of videos now. And so you can get that layered look, but it also looks really great with high neck tops. Or if you have a top that has like a lot of collarbone exposure, like, you know, chest exposure, like a square neck, a dress or a top, I like exposing that kind of skin in the summer, so I think this kind of flat chain is just such a summer vibe to me. That is the workhorse because it can also be layered throughout the year. And my parachutes have been a particular love of mine in the summer when I don't know what to wear. I throw them on. And one of my most recent items, which feels particularly summery to me, is this ring right here. This is the Chloe ring, and it gives me Grecian vibes, which feels particularly summer. I love this knotted effect. I feel like really aesthetic and vibey when I wear it. You probably have seen it in a lot of videos because I truly can't stop wearing it, even outside of YouTube. Now, I really like simple pieces in the summer, so it can mix and match with all the aesthetics and vibes that I'm going for, while also feeling summery. This particular necklace is so versatile, giving like aesthetic, TikTok girly vibes, sporty vibes, casual vibes. I feel like it does it all, and I really can't get enough of it, to be honest. Ana Luisa has super fast shipping, and they ship all over the world, and free shipping over $50. So most pieces that you buy on their website will ship to you for free. Ana Luisa has a ton of jewelry at different price points, starting at just $39, going up to finer jewelry price points. I've owned these hoops for about a year now, and they're looking beautiful, going strong. Their jewelry lasts, they have great designs, great quality, and one of the things I love most about Ana Luisa is that they are carbon neutral. So they offset 100% of the carbon emissions that they produce throughout the entire process of their business, from manufacturing their jewelry to shipping. And they also start with recycled materials first in producing their jewelry when it's possible. I really think that there is something for everybody at Ana Luisa, especially if you're giving a gift. They also have sets, which I think are really perfect for gift giving as well. If you're in the market for a gift or something to spice up your summer wardrobe, you know, feels chic in the heat, I highly recommend you check out Ana Luisa. The link is in the description box if you would like to check out the sale. So let's now talk about the empties. I first actually want to talk about a declutter item, which is the only declutter in here but needs to be in here. And this is the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. This is really disappointing because this completely dried out. There is nothing. Like, I am hard, nothing is coming out of here. I am colossally disappointed in this. I was expecting better. It's completely coming apart at the sides. This was a waste of money, and overall just a very disappointing experience. I'm gonna continue with some of the makeup first because I have quite a few things to talk about. One that I feel like belongs in this realm is this Laneige lip balm. It's the lip treatment balm. It was a little mini, but it was full and it lasted a really, really long time. I thought that this was so nice. Like I used it up really quickly once I started using it. I really did like this. It was a pleasant experience. The scent to me actually reminded me of, there's a lip balm pack that I used to get when I was younger. I'm gonna have to put it on the screen. It smells like that. So it like threw me off a little bit, but the texture was nice. I think out of this and the lip sleeping mask, I do like the lip sleeping mask just a little bit more. I think it's more hydrating than this and it comes in like better scents. I wouldn't pay full price for this, but this was just like nice nonetheless to have. I'll continue on the lip train for a while. The next one is this O'Keeffe's Lip Repair. That's what she looks like. Empty. I used this baby up. I would probably repurchase this and I might for next winter. I bought this in the winter when I used that lip product that like completely cracked my lips. It was not good. My lips are really messed up and this helped heal it. And this was the lip balm I kept in my purse, or particularly like my belt bag when I was going to the gym or going out or whatever. And it was just really nice. It doesn't have that like the nicest lip balm texture, but I did like the cooling effect and it worked. So I'm here for it. I still have 2 more lip products to talk about. I'll get through one that you would have seen if you've seen my project pan. This is the Quote Beauty Lip Oil. Not a fan of this. I'm overall not a fan of lip oils, and I learned that pretty quickly using this one as well as another one last year. Lip oils are just not my jam. It was the Kosas lip oils. I think the Kosas lip oils are nicer in terms of formula, but they disappeared so quick. This one stayed on longer. But lip oils, I just don't understand the hype surrounding them because they are just okay to me. They're nothing special. They're not moisturizing. You do look shiny, but I would rather have a lip gloss than a lip oil because at least a lip gloss is somewhat moisturizing. It stays on a little bit longer. It wasn't that this one was particularly bad. I just don't like lip oils. Last lip product is my GlossierBalm.com. I finished it. It's completely gone. I had the mango one. It was nice. Like this is one of my favorite lip products. It is expensive. It's like $20, which to me is expensive for a lip product. I probably will repurchase this at some point. It's more of a matter of when. Like I wouldn't buy it full price. I'd buy it on sale. All right, now into some other makeup-y things. My makeup sponge has finally kicked the dust. I think we use my makeup sponges longer than you probably should. Yeah, this one has rips and it's really time to go. I like it. This is like, I'm an exclusive user of this sponge. I'm always nervous about trying new ones because it's like, if you don't like it, you can't settle on a makeup sponge. Like it has to be good. Like it has to work. You feel me? So I'm always nervous about trying new ones. I still have one more in this pack. Maybe at that time I will divert, but I don't know, like when you find the thing that works, when you find the holy grail, do you switch? I'm inclined to say no, so probably not. I'll probably keep using this until something happens. I have no complaints. This is like the top makeup sponge for me. Next up is my Pure Primer. This, such a beauty, such a loved product for me. I mean, I cut it open and everything. I totally would buy this again. I think it's a completely underrated product and really helped my skin look its best in the winter time. I raved about it all through my project pan and all through the time that I used it. Even now, having a couple of months off of using it, I still feel pretty strongly about it and like I would want to rebuy it sometime in the future. Not now because it's summer, but I would rebuy it. I really would. Another primer that was in the project pan but not worth the money, the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. I did not like this and I was pretty vocal about my dislike for this as well. I actually bought this off of a recommendation of a YouTuber. I don't remember who it was. I would disagree. I don't like this. It doesn't play nice under the majority of my foundations. It doesn't look great. It does not do what it says that it's going to do. If you're not going to do what you say you're going to do, I would rather you do nothing than make things worse. And this was in the make things worse camp. I'm glad I got the mini, but I would not recommend, would not buy anything like that. A foundation that has me mixed is the Quo foundation. This was okay. This was a mixing foundation that I hated when I first used it. Then I loved it for a moment, and then I became indifferent about it. This has a higher coverage than I expected, especially from a really liquidy product. It doesn't have a lot of shades, although they just expanded it, but it's only to 20. So I wouldn't buy it again off the shade range in general. I know not a lot of you on here are Canadians as it is, so talking about Canadian makeup is not necessarily the most watchable thing. Even then, I can't recommend a foundation line that has 20 shades and that's the expanded range. Just commenting on the formula, it's okay. I think it's best for winter, not necessarily summer. It's a good mixing foundation. There are other better things that I would rather use than this one. A makeup product that I hated was the Damn Girl mascara. This is one of the worst mascaras that I've ever used, and honestly just reminds me of their Better Than Sex. I don't know what the difference is. I think the brushes are incredibly similar, if not the same. The brush does play a role in how the mascara applies. I think the brush plays a really big role actually. If you have the same brush, you're gonna get a similar, if not the same effect. So I don't understand why. Why not just have a new brush? This dried out really quickly. I did not like the way it made my eyes look. My eyelashes, they clumped. Not a good play. Would not recommend. I would say this was actively disliked, hated it. The last thing, and I think this now goes to show how quickly I use powder. This is the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat, but I finished this at the end of April, and now I have since brought out a new one, and I'm almost done with mine. So I finish roughly one powder every 3-ish months. I'm about to finish my second one, and my thoughts on this are that it's just okay. I used to love this. I don't anymore. Wouldn't recommend because I think that it's just an average product. I don't think it doesn't do anything special. It's really powdery, which I do like. I don't like a stiffer formula. I think powdery foundations tend to do better mattifying, just in my opinion. I'm sorry, more powdery powders, which I do like, but I don't actually think it has the long-lasting mattifying effect that it promised. It is fuller coverage, but it's it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't do anything special. I need more. I need more from my powder, and it doesn't deliver. Listen, I think that this is going to surprise you because I mentioned it once last fall and then never talked about it again. I finished the e.l.f. Lash Enhancer Serum, this guy right here. Now, I used this off and on since last fall, since I bought it. I think I got it in November or December, something like that. And I didn't use it fully the entire time. But what happened was that I used it for a while, noticed a difference, went off, used it again, and then I was like, oh, I don't notice anything, went off. And then most recently, I was using it and stopped using it, and then realized that my mascaras weren't looking how I remembered them looking. I've been using this for a couple of months straight again at this point, and this experience of using it and not using it has really come to show me the actual, this works. I kind of can't believe that I'm saying that, but this actually works. I do notice. I noticed it most with mascara. That my eyelashes look longer. Yeah, my eyelashes look longer. I'm pleasantly surprised by this, and I am going to repurchase this. Yay. I just this is $10. I don't know how the more expensive ones perform, but I was pleasantly surprised by this, that I use this most days and I've liked the experience with it. It adds length, but nothing that looks false lash-like. So it's probably not the most intense lash serum, but I think I'm okay with that. Maybe eventually I might want a more intense one, and at that point maybe I'll go to something else. But I did like this and I'm gonna repurchase it. On to some, like, it's mostly skin and there's like just a couple of hair things. The next up is this retinol eye cream. This is the second eye cream I've used from the Inkey list. I can't say that it particularly hydrated my under eyes. They were actually dry all the time with this. Since switching off of this, I have not found my eyes to be as dry. And so this, even though it's cheap, is not worth the money. I would rather spend an extra $5 and get CeraVe one or my Cetaphil one, something that's more moisturizing and hydrating. This wouldn't even be a matte product. It's almost in the bad category, but not quite. Okay, I have some Paula's Choice products to follow up on. I have this one. It's their clear anti-redness exfoliating solution, as well as the ultralight daily defense. This is the like moisturizer with SPF, and then the oil-free night moisturizer. Like, they're all empty. There's just, I guess, a little bit of air in here. I liked all three of them and I would repurchase this one. In fact, I am planning to repurchase this one. I'm just waiting for a sale, and I also have a sample size that I'm using. It's actually a pretty big sample, so I don't need to repurchase quite yet, but soon. And I think they usually have like 15% off. I'm gonna wait for 20 or 25 if I can, and then repurchase this. So just to finish up what I was saying about this, I genuinely noticed a difference when I did not use it, or like I stopped using it for a week, or let's say I was cycling off with a couple of products. I noticed my skin looking less red, 100%. Everything people have said about this is absolutely true. That's why I'm saying I would repurchase these ones, because they are moisturizers. I think for me, I would repurchase this one over this one, although I did like them both, and it's just like primarily a cost thing. Like, do you have the money to spend $30 or $40 on a moisturizer or not? That's what it comes down to. And I can't do that all year round, just to be perfectly honest. I do think all three of these are worth the money and would like to repurchase them all one day. These two are, for me, best in the summertime. Neither of these are enough in the winter time. I don't know about fall, but probably. Both of these are not hydrating enough. I don't need to use the same products all year round. That is perfectly fine by me. It doesn't put a mark on these products. If I had to choose one of these two, I'd probably pick this one, because getting a moisturizer with SPF for oily skin is just a bit of a tougher task than a night cream. This one just says oil-free moisturizer, and I really like both of these. Have such pleasant experiences, and I really, really liked using them. The last skin thing is this Hydrobiotic face mask by Dr. Brandt. This was wildly expensive, at least for me. I think this was like at least $65. I would not spend that much on a face mask now for something that is basically just hydrating. I don't think you need to spend that much money on a face mask that is just a hydrating face mask. I don't think that's a hard formula to formulate. This one feels more like the brand is charging more because they're a more luxury brand opposed to having like really great formulas. It was okay. I wouldn't rebuy it. If this was $20, maybe, but not more than that. I just have a couple of hair things, and the first one is this clarifying shampoo by Attitude. This was okay. This was kind of expensive. It was like $12 or $13, but it's really old. Like, I had this in 2020, and that was when I was sucked into like this EWG clean girl kind of thing. I don't really need like a $15 shampoo and everything that I own to be super clean. I felt like this was just okay, and I used to really like Attitude, and over the years of trying all of their products, there has not been a single one except for their moisturizer and their like hand soap that I actually enjoy using. And while this wasn't horrible, it wasn't great either. Like, I don't know, I'd rather use like a $5 L'Oreal or something. If I was gonna spend more money, I'd want one that like smells really nice or something, and this was just average. The very last product to talk about is a hair mask, and it's the Briogeo hair mask. This is a really beloved product. There she is, she's empty. And this is something like $55 for a hair mask. Again, exactly what I said to the face mask applies here. I don't think a hydrating face mask or like hair product is a difficult formula to create. I think it's one of the easier ones actually, and I don't think that it's worth that amount of money. Keep in mind my hair type and my needs, because I don't have hair that really needs a lot of deep hydration. Like I don't have curly or coily hair. I have very like lightly color processed hair. My hair is not dry or damaged like it once was, and I have really healthy hair. And so I don't need an intense mask. I have a very oily like hair type as well as skin type. So deep hydration and a lot of like product tends to really weigh down my hair. After getting my hair colored, like I had like uncolor treated hair. I don't like calling it virgin hair. That just feels like a gross term to me. I would like love us to not talk about our virginity and like apply it to hair. It's wild. It was, you know, got a little bit dry after I colored it. Recently, I got a balayage a couple weeks ago. And so the mask that I have since bought is this. It's the L'Oreal Paris Hyaluronic Acid, and it's purple. Don't want this to spill on my computer. It's lightly hydrating and it smells really nice. It was $5. So whenever I want to like treat myself or have a more luxurious shower experience, or when I feel like my hair is really dry or like struggling, I'll just pull this guy out. And I think my mentality has just changed on hair masks. I used to like go to them and spend all the money because I really wanted them to fix my hair. But now that I see them as kind of like a temporary solution and, you know, having a good shower experience, I'm fine with spending $5 on one. If that's how you feel about the Briochio one, you know, more power to you. It's just not my jam. So those are all the products in today's video. I have a couple of things I would repurchase. I have a few makeup products, and then also the skincare. I am going to be repurchasing this one. The other ones, the other skincare items, I would totally repurchase. It's more of, as I was mentioning, like an eventually. I would like to thank Ana Luisa again for sponsoring today's video. If you're interested in picking something up for yourself, I would love it if you would shop through that link. And thank you for watching. Thanks for being here today, and I hope to see you again around here soon. Bye.